Vietnam is one of the most rewarding countries in the world to visit, but only if you avoid the mistakes most tourists don't realize they're making. The dream trip is booked, the itinerary is filled with world-class street food, the limestone karsts of Ha Long Bay, and the glowing lanterns of Hoi An. On paper, it's perfect. Yet every year, thousands of travelers unintentionally turn a dream vacation into a stressful experience, not because Vietnam is difficult, but because of a few small, avoidable errors. These mistakes seem harmless at first, but they quietly compound and can derail an entire trip. This guide breaks down the most common things tourists get wrong in Vietnam, and the strategic fixes that allow you to travel with confidence, awareness, and respect. From navigating a confusing currency to cultural etiquette most guidebooks gloss over, this is the essential advisory for Vietnam in 2026.
One of the biggest mistakes travelers make is underestimating the sheer scale of Vietnam. Many travelers try to see the entire country in just 10 to 14 days, but with Vietnam stretching more than 1,600 kilometers from north to south, 2 weeks often means spending more time in transit than truly experiencing the places you visit. A single bus journey from Hanoi to Hoi An can easily take 24 hours. An ambitious itinerary that includes Sapa, Hanoi, Ha Long Bay, Hue, Hoi An, and Ho Chi Minh City often results in travel burnout, where more time is spent in transit than actually enjoying the destinations. The fix: realism is essential. Focus on 1 or 2 regions. A 2-week trip is ideal for either northern Vietnam or a combination of central and southern Vietnam. If seeing both ends of the country is non-negotiable, budget for domestic flights. They are affordable, efficient, and prevent the exhaustion of back-to-back overnight buses.
This mistake catches more travelers than almost anything else. Vietnam is often assumed to be one consistent tropical zone. Many tourists arrive with only summer clothing, believing the entire country is perpetually hot, while southern Vietnam is tropical year-round. Northern Vietnam experiences a real winter from December to February. Temperatures in Hanoi, Sapa, and the northern highlands can drop sharply, and the damp cold feels far colder than expected. The fix: always check the forecast for each region individually. The smartest approach is layering. Pack breathable clothing for warm days, but also include a rain jacket and a warm fleece or light jacket for northern regions.
Vietnam offers free Wi-Fi in many areas, but reliability is inconsistent. Connections are often slow, unstable, or require a local phone number to authenticate. Some travelers rely on this, and it's a mistake. Trying to navigate Hanoi's old quarter or book transport on a weak connection quickly becomes frustrating. The fix: we recommend purchasing a local SIM card as soon as possible. While many travelers buy one at the airport, we bought ours in the city from a large, reliable company in Vietnam like Viettel, where plans can be more flexible and better priced. You can find options ranging from 2 gigabytes per day for about $7 for 30 days, up to 20 gigabytes per day with local call time for around $22 per month. The only things you need are cash and your passport. This small investment makes a huge difference, improving navigation, communication, and overall travel safety throughout your trip.
Temples and pagodas in Vietnam are not tourist attractions. They are active places of worship. Entering with exposed shoulders or knees is considered deeply disrespectful, and entry is often denied. The fix: always cover shoulders and knees when visiting religious sites. A lightweight scarf or sarong carried in a day pack solves this instantly. Remove hats and shoes before entering main prayer halls, and observe how locals behave before moving through the space.
This is where most visitors panic and make it worse. Vietnamese traffic appears chaotic, but it operates on predictability. The most common tourist mistake is sudden stopping, freezing, or unpredictable movement. The fix: cross the street with a slow, steady, and confident pace. Step off the curb and continue walking without stopping or running. Drivers anticipate your movement and flow around you. For daily transport, use the Grab app to avoid haggling and unnecessary stress.
In Vietnamese culture, the head is considered sacred, while the feet are viewed as unclean. Common mistakes include touching a child's head or pointing at objects with a foot. Public displays of affection can also draw discomfort in many areas. The fix: avoid touching anyone on the head. Use an open palm to gesture instead of a single finger. Keep feet flat on the ground, and never point them toward people or religious symbols. Keep romantic gestures subtle and private.
This mistake costs tourists real money, sometimes through overpaying and sometimes through awkward underpaying. Vietnamese dong uses very high denominations, and several banknotes appear deceptively similar at a glance. For first-time visitors, the 20,000 Vietnamese dong and 500,000 Vietnamese dong notes share similar blue tones and design elements. Likewise, the 50,000 Vietnamese dong and 200,000 Vietnamese dong bills are often confused, especially in low light or when paying quickly. Travelers often overpay without realizing it, but the opposite happens too. Sometimes 50,000 Vietnamese dong is mistaken for 200,000 dong, leading to brief confusion at the counter. We saw this firsthand in a Hanoi shop. A traveler thought he paid 200,000 dong for a 30,000 dong item and questioned the change he received. After using Google Translate, the vendor explained only 50,000 dong had been given. The traveler then checked his pocket, found the 200,000 dong note still there, apologized, and left. These mix-ups happen because the brain focuses on color and size, not the printed value, especially with unfamiliar currency. Of course, after a while, you'll learn to differentiate them easily. The fix: always verify the number, not the color of the bill. Keep higher-value Vietnamese dong notes separate from smaller denominations, or fold large bills differently to create a physical reminder of their worth. Count slowly and deliberately when paying. Within a few days of handling the currency with intention, the differences become instinctive, and the confusion fades quickly.
Aggressive haggling and food fear tourists often swing to one of two extremes: overly aggressive bargaining or complete avoidance of street food. Haggling is normal, but turning it into confrontation creates tension. Meanwhile, avoiding street food entirely means missing the heart of Vietnamese culture. The fix: approach bargaining as friendly negotiation. Aim for roughly 50–70% of the initial asking price, but never haggle over food or small change. For street food safety, follow the locals. A crowded stall signals fresh ingredients and trusted quality.
The pursuit of a perfect shot often leads to intrusive behavior. Taking unsolicited close-up portraits of vendors or ethnic minorities is dehumanizing and deeply resented. Similarly, photographing or touching a family's ancestor altar is a profound violation of spiritual privacy. The fix: always seek consent before a close-up. A smile and a gesture toward the camera is a universal way to ask. If the answer is no, respect it instantly. Ancestor altars are sacred, not backdrops. Observe them from a distance and never touch them.
Political topics and war references can make locals uncomfortable, particularly in casual conversation. Displaying expensive jewelry or electronics in crowded areas also increases the risk of snatch and grab theft. The fix: keep conversations light and positive. Focus on food, culture, and travel experiences. Stay discreet with valuables. Use a crossbody bag worn in front, and avoid holding phones near busy roads.
Avoiding these common mistakes shifts the experience entirely. Awareness turns friction into flow. Respect turns tourists into welcomed guests. Travel slowly. Observe carefully. Move with intention. Which of these mistakes surprised you the most? If you've used Vietnamese dong, have you ever had a mix-up or funny moment with the currency? Share your experiences and travel stories in the comments. We'd love to hear them. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out the related video on your screen for more fascinating content. Explore our channel for even more exciting videos. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Globe Gazette for more incredible stories. Your support means everything to us. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.